Is gratitude the answer to regret? If you watched my last video, I ended up going on a bit of a tangent at the end. And basically what I did, I thought up a hypothetical scenario in that rather than the way I recovered, which was come into recovery before I was really ready to be sober, spent 3 years relapsing, and then got sober. What might have happened if I just stayed in denial, got worse and worse and worse until I was ready to recover and got it first time. Would have got it first time at a later stage. Anyway, I went into this hypothetical scenario and said, I don't know what would have been better. I consider myself lucky that I managed to hold on to my flat. I didn't completely destroy my career prospects, and I didn't, severely damage my family relationships. But while I was editing that video and watching it back afterwards, I started thinking, that the scenario I came up with was an alternative scenario. And in that scenario, I didn't end up having my flat. I would have completely screwed my job prospects. I could have lost more. But when I was watching it, I was thinking it could have been even worse. I could have ended up going on some crazy international drinking drug spree, getting arrested somewhere and spending years in a foreign jail. I could have ended up getting into a serious accident and life-changing. I could have ended up drinking so heavily for so long that it would have permanently damaged my body in however many ways. I could have completely isolated myself from everyone I know. I could have ended up homeless. I never know what could have happened. And I know a lot of you who are in recovery will practice gratitude. And it's something I've not been too great at. Those of you who know, writing a list or trying to think of all the things you're grateful for every day, I'm not too good at that. But recently I have been getting better at just being mindful of what I have, and every day thinking, this is good. I'm glad I have this. I'm glad that at least I'm here. At least it wasn't worse. For me, one of the easiest things is when I wake up, my alarm goes off, might snooze it, but I look over to the other side of my room and Gray's on his bed on my desk. I call him over and he comes and sits on my chest and I give him a bit of a fuss, and it's a great way to start the day. It's like, it makes me smile every morning. For me, that's an easy way to start the day, being thankful that the way my sobriety came around gave me him at very least. And then listening to people in recovery, listening to other people's stories, particularly a few have struck me in the last week or so, where people are angry, people feel hard done by. Because certain little things are still lacking. And it's hard to turn off those thoughts. I know it is. But if once a day you just go, the simplest thing, I'm still alive. I'm still here. What do I have which, if I'd done things differently, I could easily have lost? You know, the fact that you're watching this video means that you are alive and well enough and in a position to sit and watch something entertaining, helpful, worthwhile. Just the act of being able to sit somewhere and have a moment to yourself, that's something to be happy for. You didn't end up drinking to the point of having brain damage and having no idea what this video was. You didn't end up on the street where you didn't even have access to a device that could show you the videos you like to catch up on. And whatever relationships you do have in your life, you might not have those either. Now, in particular, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I know they have a lot of regrets about decisions they made and the things they lost. But we talked about some of the things that we've seen happen to other people which are catastrophic. Life-changing injuries, death, homelessness, incarceration, incapacitation. Just be thankful they didn't happen to you. So yeah, if you've got regrets about things you did, thinking, oh, this put me back by, you know, it could be a little thing. Oh, this put my career back a couple of years. Or, oh, I couldn't pay the mortgage for a couple of months and I'm in debt. Whatever it was, it could have been worse. And if once a day you got a little thing, like if you've got a little cute cat who can give you some snuggles and remind you that life's good and put a smile on your face, at least have that. Now that we're coming to summer, maybe it's just a bit of sun shining, a little bit of warmth. A reminder that you can still enjoy that rather than waking up in whatever state you're used to, not knowing what time of day it was. Oh, it just gives me a shiver thinking about the horrible, dark times. But then because of that, a warming glow and a smile, thinking about the things I still got. So yeah, if you've got regrets about what happened, just remember it could have been worse. And if you're not happy with everything in your life, just think about the things you are happy with and say, thank God I've got these at least. And I promise, if you do that at least once a day, things will look brighter overall. Because then the next time that negative thought comes up and goes, oh, I wish I'd done this, you go, well, at least I got that. It's like some of these other things I talk about. These mental processes become patterns. They become habits. dealing with frustrations and angers and resentments, the process of getting over the negatives becomes second nature, to the point where you don't have to go, oh, and mope around for half an hour or an hour a day. Something pops up and you go, actually, I don't need to let that get me down. So if it's regrets, the answer is gratitude. What you lost or you don't have is only a thing. Remember the things you didn't lose and you do have. It'll help you. Hope you got something from this video. I'll leave it there.